Garmy mateys, and welcome back to Game Vine, and my name is David, and today we're going to be taking a look at a card-driven pirate game produced by Gamewright Games, and it actually has a really renowned designer backing this, Reiner Knizia. Now, you either love or hate his games, but this is a really simple card-driven game, like I said before, that is, I would classify a good filler game or a good gateway game for people who like pirates and they just don't know about the modern gaming society. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to play this game and what comes in the box. But if you watch my other Gamewright review of Forbidden Desert, I had a question and answer giveaway for this copy, new in the shrink wrap of Forbidden Desert, and I announced that I would be drawing the winner on the loot review. So without further ado, let's find out who the winner is. I have my co-host coming in here to draw out of our special pirate chest. So come on, kiddo, let's go. Who is the winner? That person? Okay, so let's find out who she drew. Battle Fear. So Battle Fear, he is one of our good friends. I'm glad that he won it. And check your email because I will be sending this free of charge, no package and handling required. And congratulations on your win on Forbidden Desert, Battle Fear. And if he doesn't respond back in about 2 weeks, we'll go down the list and pick more names, but we're not going to get into any of that right now. Let's get into what comes in the box of loot. Again, congratulations, Battle Fear. Okay, I did fail to mention that the giveaway is sponsored by Gamewright, so thank you so much, Gamewright. They sent me that copy of Forbidden Desert to give to Battle Fear. And of course, congratulations to Battle Fear. He actually is running his own little thing going on with these cool dice that are monster shaped. I don't know too much about the rules, but I'm going to flash a little something right here. So just keep your eye out on that. Congratulations on that win, Battle Fear, and everyone else. Stay tuned for the next giveaway that we'll have. Alright, so let's talk about what comes in this small box. Okay, so these are the cards that come in the box, and that's it. Beyond the rules and, of course, the Gamewright advertisements that they always put in there, that's what you get. But this game packs quite a bit of punch for a small card game. So you get 72 different cards. You get them in 4 different colors. You have a green pirates and its corresponding ship, blue corresponding ship, purple, and then the tan. So you get all those, and of course you get merchant ships and the admiral. So that is what comes in the box. I'll explain all these cards in the how-to portion, so let's get to that right now. So I have the cards sleeved, as you can tell. They don't come sleeved. The card quality is actually pretty nice. It's decent, thick cardboard. So I have the game set up for 3 players. You don't have the hands open. These will be face down. I just want to show you the example, so keep that in mind. I have my hand right here. So you deal out 6 cards to all players. You can actually play this with 2 players, but I don't recommend it. 3 and up is where this game works well. And the start player will play their first card, and that is the person left to the dealer, and they will continue clockwise around the table. So you can play one of these actions on your turn, and only one. You can either draw a card from the deck, right here, or you can play a merchant ship from your hand, like I have one here, or you can play a pirate ship to attack a merchant ship, or strengthen your attack on said merchant ship, or you can play a pirate captain to strengthen your attack on a merchant ship, and there is only one of each color of the pirates in the deck. Or you can play the admiral, and again, this is the only card of this kind in the deck, and this works just like a pirate captain, and it strengthens your merchant ship. So with all that being said, let me show you what the cards actually do and how this game works. So on the start of my turn, I can play a merchant ship, and I basically have to if I'm the start player, because there are no merchant ships out here. Now again, these cards are going to be unknown. They're going to be the player's hand. I just have them open, but when you play a merchant ship, you play it right in front of you. So this would go in front of him, or that one goes in front of me. Now this one is eligible for attack. Now the goal of the game is to try to get as many coins as you can via these merchant ships at the end of the game. So they go from 2 all the way up to 6, and that's the value. The person with the most of those coins, again, wins the game. So how do you acquire these merchant ships? Well, you can do it one of 2 ways. At the beginning of your turn, before you do any action, you check and see if you have won a merchant ship. One of 2 ways, like this one here. If I were to play this and the next player went and they didn't play a pirate, because you have to capture or attack a merchant ship by playing a pirate ship or a pirate captain on the ship like so to capture it. But say he didn't do that and he played a merchant ship in front of him, and he played a merchant ship in front of him. Once it gets back to my turn, at the start of your turn, that's when you check if you have won any merchant ships. So they passed or they put merchant ships in front of them. This is now the start of my turn and it has not been attacked. It goes into my score pile. So the other way to get merchant ships in this game is the more fun way. This is where you attack other people's merchant ships, or you can even attack your own to make sure that your strength is good. So you would play a boat card in front of a merchant ship or a pirate card, but I'll get into that later. This is how much strength your ship has at this point. So if you play a blue pirate ship here, you have 3 strength and you are now winning this. And if it comes back to your turn at the start of your turn, so if you play this and they can't beat you, you claim this and it goes in your score pile. But this is where the bulk of the game is in the fighting with these ships. Now when you play a color ship, you have no choice but to continue to play that color. You have to continue to play blue. They go from 2 strength all the way up to 4. So if you have the most blue cards, it would be a good idea to attack a strong ship and continue to pummel that ship. Now other players can't play blue anymore. They can play one of the other 4 colors. So they play a green one and this is a 4. Now say this guy played it, he is in control, and on the start of his turn, if they can't play like at least a 1 skull, again, I'm sorry, it goes from 1 to 4, they cannot claim the ship. But if there's a tie, it would continue to go until somebody is the outright winner. So let's say he couldn't play anything and it is his turn, he won that merchant ship. So the other way that you can win merchant ships via fighting is to play a pirate captain. Now if I have a blue here, I can play my blue captain. Again, there is only 1 color of each captain in the deck, and nothing can beat this captain. So another player would have to play a captain to trumpet. So even if you don't have a ship out, you can play a different color. So say this person here played a purple captain. She is now in control, and the green or the yellow captain or the tan captain, whatever color that is, has to come out to win. But say nobody else has a captain, then this merchant ship would go to purple. But there is one other card in here that you can only play on your merchant ships alone, and that's the Admiral. Now this acts just like another captain, but you can only play it on your ships if it's in front of you. Say that whole thing happened, I played that in front of me, now I have control. Somebody else has to play one of the other remaining pirates captains, and if they don't, I win this. Whenever you win a merchant ship, all these cards just get discarded. So once you're done with your turn, at the very end, you always draw a card to put 1 card going back up to 6 in your hand. Once the deck is depleted and someone's hand is depleted, that triggers the end of the game and it immediately stops. Now it's important to play these merchant ships in front of you, and I didn't mention you can play multiple merchant ships in front of you if you have the option. It is because you have to get rid of these out of your hand. They will be negative at the end of the game if you haven't played them. So anything out here just goes away at the end of the game if they haven't been claimed, but anything in your hand merchant ship wise will be negative to your score. So that is kind of an initiative to really have you play those merchant ships. So that is the basic card play of Loot. I like the ebb and flow of this game. Once you grasp the concept, it is really easy just to play the cards and wrap up a good experience in a timely manner. This game also goes up to 6 to 10 players, and that's when you'll start to play partners. You'll sit next to each other and you'll discuss your hands. You can show each other's cards, and you'll be basically conquering merchant ships, and the person that comes up first in the rotation for the team claims that merchant ship, and there's different little roles, but I'll let you read that in the book. So now let me show you what I think of Loot and what grade it actually gets. So that was Loot, and as I mentioned prior in the video, it is fast and very simple, and as we always do here on GameVine, we give the games a grade and or a percentage, and I settled on a 72 for Loot today, which is a low C, but is high praise for a smaller card game. And Reiner did a good job with designing this game. It's a very good, complete package in a tiny box. And this game is kind of a gateway game, so if you have friends and family who primarily play like card games, classic card games like Bridge or Spades or any of those classic ones you play with a regular playing card deck, this is a good game to bust out and get them accommodated to the modern card game or board games, because this is not very intimidating. Again, it's easy to grasp, and I do like the art on it. It has like these cool little pirate designs, and I do like the ship design too, though it's all the samey art. Though the only thing I would say, I haven't played with a colorblind person, though these colors I would say would be hard to pick up for a said person. I don't know if they could have did a better job with that, but the direction they went with the art, I guess they kind of had to roll with it. And it does have some kind of piratey theme to it. You are attacking ships, but it's not grandiose, and you can't expect that from this game. It is a solid card game that plays really fluid and holds no excuses. I mean, basically like the Pirate Code, right? No excuses. And there's not crazy strategy. You do have to look around and keep in mind that you only have one pirate. But again, it's such a fast-paced game. Once you've learned the first go-round, you'll want to play it again. And this, again, it's a gateway game, but is a good filler game for gamers if you want to kind of, start out your pirate-themed night. This is a good one to go with. And absolutely, this game is better with more players. I've played 3 players, which is okay. I've played 2 players, which is abysmal. And I've played 4 players. I haven't got all the way up to 5 and or 6 on up with the teams, though I would see how that would be fun. But you at least have to play 4 players because, again, you only can claim merchant ships at the start of your turn, and you really want other players to try to combat for a ship because sometimes you just don't have the cards. GameRight always puts their logo on the back of the cards. I mean, this one's actually impressive, and I like the back, though. Putting your company on the back of the cards, it's not my favorite thing to do. So that is Loot in a nutshell, and I'm probably talking way too much about this game than I actually should, though I want to get the word of mouth out about this game because there's not that many reviews out there, and I think this is a clean design in a small package. So thank you so much for watching the review of Loot Today by GameRight, and congratulations to Battlefear on your win of the Forbidden Desert copy, new in the shrink wrap. I will get that out to you ASAP. And thank you again, GameRight, for all your support and, the belief in GameVine. And for everyone else that hasn't won something from GameVine, there are going to be other giveaways, but they're going to be in other reviews. I'm not going to tell you which ones those are because I got to rope you in to watch these videos somehow, right? And thank you so much for watching this review today. My name is Dave from GameVine. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all that you play. You heard it here on the GameVine. I'm out.
Gar me, mateys. I'm gonna take you on the high seas and make you walk the plank.
Gar.